Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome back to my channel, my lovely Lys. If you've never been here before, thank you so much for clicking on my video. I am so happy you found me. I do so hope that you will like and subscribe before you leave. Become part of the mama family. Mama's got your back, at least where makeup's concerned, and definitely when that makeup is cheap. Today it is once again that time of the month. BoxyCharm is here, except it's Ipsy. Y'all, if you don't know anything about BoxyCharm, it used to be its own kind of separate thing, and you get 5 full-size products every month. You usually get to pick one of your items, and it usually comes around the middle of the month. Well, last month they decided that they were going to merge with Ipsy, and y'all, I figured this was going to be a bad idea. I just feel like the quality of our boxes, even though they were not great before, was gonna go downhill. Now, I haven't gone through anything in my box so far. All I did was cut the tape, and we're just gonna kind of discover it together. Y'all, right now, place your bets. Am I gonna rant or am I gonna rave? Because I'm hard on BoxyCharm. Because for a lot of us, this is the only present that we get ourselves every single month, right? As people in general, but especially as mothers and caretakers, 9 times out of 10, the money's going somewhere else. It's going towards the kids, it's going towards the hubby, it's going towards the house, and we don't spend money on ourselves, right? We feel guilty, all of that good stuff. So when we do get our little box every single month, we hope and we pray that we have something in there to be excited about, something in there to like just kind of brighten our day just a little bit. And then when you open it and get nothing but sponges, it's kind of like a punch in the gut. I'm still hoping that we're getting full-size products, because I know Ipsy is all about like the little sample sizes. I am not into sample sizes, and especially since BoxyCharm has gotten even more expensive. I think it's like $32 or $33 a month now. Y'all, I am expecting good stuff in here this month. So without too much more just yammering on, let's go ahead and dive right into the box. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to take everything out first, and then we will kind of dive into the products one by one. Now, with this new system, you get power picks, so you get to pick like 3 of your options, and then on top of that you get to pick add-ons as well, and the add-ons are supposedly special items at special prices. Now, I did pick 2 add-on items this month that I'm fairly excited about, but even with the choices that I was given as my power picks, y'all, there was nothing but skincare. There was no good makeup. I was just like, I was really, really disappointed. So they sent this thing this time. It says BoxyCharm by Ipsy. Ipsy and BoxyCharm, same great subscription you know and love, now with more perks than ever. Okay. Does it actually say anything about the items that I received? It does not. All right, so we're just going to have to wing it. So I'm just going to start with the things that I actually picked that I know, kind of. So this is the first thing. This is the Tovegan, I don't know, Red Remedy Toner. Now, I don't have any base makeup on today, and it's because I'm in the process of kind of testing some things out. But I am, as you can see, a very, very red lady. I call myself a pink lady. I just am a super pink kind of girl. I have a lot of redness, especially around my nose and my cheeks, and it gets quite ruddy sometimes, and I also lost my nail. I'm about to sit here and redo my whole set. But so I saw this and I was like, ooh, this might be nice. This might help with a little bit of my redness. The packaging is kind of cute. It's red and yellow. Very arresting and different kind of color story for packaging. What does it say? It says, Color Food Series is a nutrient-rich vegan skincare line rooted in the organic colors and beauty of nature. Is a vegan moisturizing toner with hibiscus extract as the main ingredient to deliver deep hydration into the skin to balance the oil moisture level of the skin after cleansing. After washing your face, take an appropriate amount and apply the toner evenly over your face. Okay. All right. I wish we would have... Ooh, that's pretty. I really, really like the actual packaging. It's definitely going to stand out on my vanity. What is it? Let's see. Oh, Safety sealed. We love that. Sealed for your safety. I'm going to open this up though because I want to see what it smells like. I want to see what it feels like. Is it a milky toner? Is it a clear kind of skincare toner? So that's what the applicator looks like. Okay. So it smells kind of like, it's got a very herbal scent to it. It almost smells like calamine lotion. It's got a really very thin, it's a toner, so it's very, very liquidy. But it does feel nice. It's got it's got a slip to it. It almost feels like there's hyaluronic acid in there. You know, when you use hyaluronic acid serum, it's got that slip to it. That's what this feels like. But it goes on and it actually feels really nice on the skin. I'm excited. It's got a very, very herbal scent to it. I'm actually kind of loving this packaging. I think it is super, super cute. I love the red. I don't think I've ever seen another red skincare product. Red is not a very common kind of color, and especially not this bright primary red and yellow mixture. I think that's super cute. Again, it is a toner, so there's really not much I can say about it other than it feels nice. It feels nice. We'll have to see. The next thing I got is this thing right here. This is the Dr. Brandt Mineral Mask. It says helps to unclog pores, reduces shine, and exfoliates. Apply a thin layer to areas of concern and massage until beads break fully. Leave on 5 to 10 minutes until product is dry. Turns blue and cooling sensation occurs. Rinse with warm water. Okay, so I really, really enjoy Dr. Brandt. One of my very favorite skincare brands. I love a lot of their stuff, so I'm excited about this. I will say, it says you get 1 fluid ounce in here, but it feels really, really light. It feels like this thing is almost empty. So I'm not exactly sure what to say about it. I do love a good mask. Oh, safety sealed for our protection as well. I love a good mask. This exfoliates, which is nice. I really don't need any help with reducing shine because I am dry as a desert and really don't produce any oils of my own anyway, but we'll play with it and we'll see how it goes. In the description box, I will list everything that we're talking about in today's video, and beside each listing, each product, I will put up the price that it's supposed to go for, and then overall an end total of the box so we can see where we land with that. The next thing I got was this BYRO, this thing right here. And this was another thing that I picked. This is a facial oil. And again, actually the packaging on this is really nice. It feels nice and luxe. It feels expensive. It's got that really beautiful thick kind of cardstock packaging, and it's like engraved and embossed, so it feels kind of hoity-toity just a little bit. I am almost out of my Olay Jojoba oil serum. This has been my ride or die for a couple of months now, and I really, really enjoy it, but I'm almost out of it, so I figured I might as well pick up a new facial oil, and the reviews for this seemed really nice. Also, I really like the packaging. It is a fairly small bottle of oil, but it is, yeah, it's small. It's not even a full fluid ounce. It's a little bit over a half an ounce, so 0.67 fluid ounces. My Olay is 1 full fluid ounce, so definitely you're getting about half the product in here, so I'm not sure how I feel about that. The packaging is really, really nice. It's beautiful. It looks like a little bottle of perfume. This is Pear Oil. It says 0% parabens, mineral oil, phthalates, fragrances, all kinds of stuff. What does it actually say? It says restore your skin's dewy, radiant glow with a brightening pear infused serum oil designed to deliver your skin maximum nutrients. So I'm excited. It says warm a few drops in the palms of your hands and apply over the face, neck, and décolletage after cleansing and before or after moisturization. So I'm excited about this. Doesn't really have a smell. How does it actually feel though? It feels nice. It's got quite a bit of a slip to it. I'm not sure how I feel about the dispenser situation. I really like an oil that has a dropper so it's easy to transfer onto the face. This one is just kind of like in a bottle, but I will say this oil does feel very, very nice. Very lightweight. So that's what it looks like on the back of my hand. It gives a little bit of a dewy shine. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Actually, it absorbs into the face or into the skin super, super quickly. I love my Olay oil, but even that takes a minute to kind of really absorb into my skin fully. And I just put a little bit on the back of my hand and it's already fully absorbed. There's no kind of residue. There's no greasy feeling left over. So that's really, really nice. And my skin actually does feel really silky and soft. So I like that. I think this is incredibly expensive. I'm going to go ahead, like I said, and look up the prices and put that in the description box. But for half an ounce of oil, even though the packaging is really, really beautiful, I probably, if I had the choice to do it over, probably wouldn't pick this just because it just seems like a whole lot of fuss for not very much product. Anyway, let's move on to the next item. And this is, what is this? This is the Mudmasky Vitamin Infused Eye Serum. It says reduces dark circles, moisture boost, vitamin boost, feeding, nourishing, firming. Okay, this serum is specifically formulated for the thin and sensitive skin under your eyes, feeds and moisturizes the skin with a blend of all natural vitamins like pomegranate, red algae, and kakadu plum. Contains the highest level of natural vitamin C in the world. Results after 3 to 4 weeks, dark circles and fine lines will be less visible. Fragrance free. Okay, says wash your hands and face, apply a few drops under your eyes, leave on during day and or night. So I'm excited about this. I have been really trying to work on my under eye situation. It seems like the older I get, it seems like, I mean, it's fact, right? Gravity and time are definitely taking their toll on my face. And these lines under my eyes, I'm just really trying to work on, just really trying to keep my under eyes as youthful for as long as possible as I can, you know? So I'm always down to experiment with a new eye cream. This is actually a ton of eye cream. You get 1 full fluid ounce. And usually when you get an eye cream, this is the one that I'm using right now. This is the Glow Recipe Avocado Melt Retinol Eye Cream, which I absolutely adore, by the way. And I think you only get half a fluid ounce or half an ounce in here. I'm not exactly sure. It doesn't say on here, but I think you only get like half an ounce, and most of my other eye creams you only get about half an ounce. So this is about twice the amount that you usually get. I also enjoy that it's in a squeezy tube, especially since I usually have my nails done. It's kind of difficult. Ooh, why are you just kind of squirting out? I don't like that. Usually it's a little bit difficult to kind of get it out and get it onto my face, but I do want to test just a little bit of this on my under eye just to see how it feels. It's got a really thin kind of consistency. It does feel beautifully hydrating. It's got, again, a little bit of that slippiness to it, but I want to see how it applies. I want to see if it leaves any kind of residue on the under eyes. I want to see if it like pills up, if it'll work under makeup. Yeah, that looks really nice. It does feel beautifully hydrating on the under eyes, which I really, really enjoy. It's got a very lightweight, very slippy, thin kind of texture. Doesn't really smell like anything. It just feels nice and hydrating. It feels nice and plumping on the under eyes. It says use for 3 to 4 weeks until you, 3 to 4 weeks, and then you'll see some results. So I'll keep you guys updated. But again, everything is pretty much skincare. Now, the only makeup option that I got in the entire BoxyCharm was this right here. And I believe it was either this eyeshadow palette or another mascara. So, of course, I picked the eyeshadow palette. This is the Fenty Beauty Snap Shadows. This is the shade number 4, Rose. That's what it looks like. It feels really, really light, and it's super teeny tiny. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Super teeny tiny. It fits in the size of my palm for comparison. So teeny tiny little eyeshadow palette. You have the shades of it on the back, and I'm not a fan of this packaging. It feels, it's not like super heavy, and it doesn't feel like super cheap, but it just kind of feels light and a little kind of dinky, especially for it to be a Fenty product. Usually most of the products that I get from Fenty, the packaging is on point. This just kind of feels off. So it doesn't really smell like anything, but that, can you guys see? That is what the color story looks like. Kind of cute, very basic. It's just a kind of rosy toned pink color story. I haven't heard too awful much about the Fenty eyeshadows. The only few reviews that I have seen from it, people were not super enthused with it. So I was very, very hesitant to pick this. But again, it was the best out of all of my options. So here we are. So you get, it seems like you get 3 shimmers and 3 mattes. Let's touch one of the shimmers. Oh, so that actually looks really, really pretty. Looks nicely pigmented. That's really pretty, just like a deep kind of rosy tone. Then you have this one, which is super, super similar, but a little bit more like, yeah, a little bit lighter and a little bit more glittery. I will say that swatch looks awfully patchy to me. And usually shimmers don't swatch that patchy, but I don't know if you guys can see that, how patchy that is. I don't know how I feel about that. And then you have one kind of satiny metallic. That's that one. That looks a lot better. Very, very pretty. It is a very monochromatic eyeshadow palette. I think that all 3 of these, especially these 2, look so super similar. The only difference really is that is finish. This one is very chunky and glittery, almost gritty feeling. And then this one is a really beautiful, super smooth metallic. And then this one is a very smooth kind of velvety, satiny shade. So that's nice. The mattes, what do the mattes feel like? Mattes feel really smooth. Ooh, okay, so they don't swatch great, but swatches are not the entire story. Sometimes something will swatch absolutely terribly and then go on the eyes phenomenally. So we're not going to judge too quickly. Yeah, they're not swatching great though. Let's go into this deep shade, this deep rosy brown. That's what that looks like. Yeah, so they're not swatching very well, but they do feel nice. They feel nice and smooth. I'll have to play with this. I may play with this for next week's New Makeup Monday. We shall see. All in all, I'm not terribly impressed, but I don't want to just get super upset about it before I've even tried it, just because it didn't swatch great. I've had palettes that swatch horribly, but go on the eye beautifully. So we're going to reserve judgment for just a minute. It is a very, very basic, very pretty, easy to use kind of color story. So I do think that a lot of people would really enjoy this. I feel like a lot of people would get a bunch of use out of it. So not a terrible, terrible product. Moving on to the 2 add-ons that I bought this month. The first of which being the Natasha Denona Alloy eyeshadow palette. This is one of the Natasha Denona minis, and I just thought this color story was super basic, super beautiful, perfect for every day. I thought this would be great for traveling. I do really enjoy the Natasha Denona formulas. I don't think that they're, again, anything super special, but they are very nice. I was able to pick this up for 12 bucks. I think it's worth 12 bucks for sure. You get very generous pans of product. I do think that her shimmers are gorgeous. Yeah, they're always super, super pretty. Yeah, those 2. It reminds me very much of the the bronze eyeshadow palette. Yeah, and they always swatch so, so pretty. Instantly, you can tell there is a very, very big difference in formulation between the Natasha Denona and the Fenty. You can tell that the Natasha is much better quality. I mean, even just feeling it on your fingertips. And then you have 3 matte shades right in the center, and these are all really beautiful, super deep, kind of warm-toned mattes. I'm very excited about them. Yeah, that's a really beautiful, super basic, warm-toned eyeshadow palette. It's going to be impossible to mess up with this one, so I'm very excited to have it. I don't usually splurge on Natasha Denona, but like I said, it was only 12 bucks, and I figured might as well pick it up. We'll play with it. I definitely will get some very good use out of this, so not disappointed in that at all. And then last but not least, I picked up the Lys Beauty No Limits Cream Bronzer Stick. Now, I think probably a month ago, I picked up the Lys No Limits Matte Powder Bronzer, and it very quickly became one of my favorites. It is so silky and velvety, and it goes on the cheeks and leaves like this really beautiful airbrushed finish, and I love the color. So I picked up the powder bronzer in the shade Harmony, so I went ahead and picked up the shade Harmony in the cream bronzer as well. Ooh, the packaging is super, super nice. I love that. It's kind of like a rose gold kind of metallic packaging. It doesn't feel super heavy. It's actually really, really light. I thought it was going to be a bit heavier than this, and it reminds me very much of the Be Perfect contour sticks, the Be Perfect shape sticks incredibly similar packaging, but the Be Perfect ones are silver and this is rose gold. I'm excited to, ooh, so creamy, so super creamy. I love that color as well. This is gonna be gorgeous. I am very excited. LYS is one of those brands that I am very, very intrigued by. I think their products are really, really high quality, and they're not super crazy expensive either, especially when you can get them on sale. They are one of the most affordable brands at Sephora, so I'm definitely excited to play with this. I think that color is beautiful. Super, super pigmented. I will say that it dries down really, really quickly, so just be aware of that, but I think the color is gorgeous, especially when I get a little bit of a tan going on. This is going to be stunning. Cannot wait. So overall, what do I think? I think that maybe we need to have a conversation with BoxyCharm. Well, Ipsy now, because there's a whole lot of skincare here and not very much makeup. Now, I will say that the options for the add-ons were a lot better than the options for the actual box, but that's to be expected. And again, even the prices for the drop shops, things like that, things that were on BoxyCharm for like $5 are on the new BoxyCharm Ipsy website for 10. Like, prices have gone up, and I don't really understand it. I'm not very happy with everything all in all. Hopefully next month's box will be just a little bit better. I do have a feeling that quite a few people are going to start canceling their subscriptions, especially if the boxes don't get a little bit better. Like, I know that we love skincare and stuff like that, but a lot of people, 9 times out of 10, the reason they get the BoxyCharm subscription is because they want those full-size makeup products. They want stuff to play with, and skincare, as wonderful as it is, just really isn't as exciting as getting a really awesome makeup product to play with. I think that the skincare I got is nice, but overall, I mean, it's not stuff that I would have picked for myself. So I am fairly disappointed. I really like the things that I added on to my box, but other than that, I think the only thing that I'm really excited for is this toner. Everything else is kind of like, eh. You know, I'm just not very excited about it. And knowing that I spent, I'm kind of excited to play with the eyeshadow palette. But again, it's just not my bag, right? It's not my color story. It's a teeny tiny little eyeshadow palette. And it's just not something I'm super excited about. I just think that overall, this month's BoxyCharm was incredibly disappointing. A lot of skincare and I don't know. I would love to know how you guys feel about it. What did you get in your BoxyCharm this month? Did you guys get the same stuff I did? Did you get different stuff? If you got any add-ons, what did you pick? I'm just really curious. I'm anxious to see where they go from here, and I'm very, very hopeful that next month's box is a little bit better. I'm hoping that the choices for next month's box are a little bit better as well. They're called Power Picks, and I think that they're pitiful picks. That's just me. That's just me. Guys, I love you so, so very much. As always, no filters, no edits, no fancy lighting. It's just me sitting in front of my camera being disappointed by BoxyCharm yet again. Hoping you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. And until next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and remember, you're important. Bye.